Welcome to MathQuest Pro, Ratios and Proportional Relationships, Understanding and Using Ratios. A ratio is a comparison of two quantities by division. It tells us how much of one thing there is compared to another. Ratios can be expressed in three different ways: as fractions, with a colon, or with the word to. For example, if there are 2 apples and 3 oranges in a basket, the ratio of apples to oranges can be written as 2/3 to 2/3 or 2:3. Ratios are foundational in understanding relationships between quantities. They are used in various fields, such as cooking, where recipes might call for a specific ratio of ingredients, or in map reading, where a map scale provides the ratio of distances on the map to actual distances on the ground. Understanding ratios allows us to make sense of these relationships and apply them in practical situations, solving problems involving unit rates. A unit rate is a type of ratio where the second quantity is 1 unit. It describes how many units of the first quantity correspond to 1 unit of the second quantity. Common examples include speed miles per hour, price cost per item, and density people per square mile. To find a unit rate, you divide the first quantity by the second quantity. For instance, if a car travels 180 miles in 3 hours, the unit rate speed is 180 miles divided by 3 hours equals 60 miles per hour. This tells us how many miles the car travels in 1 hour. Unit rates are particularly useful for comparison. For example, if one brand of coffee costs $6 for 12 ounces and another costs $8 for 16 ounces, finding the unit rates helps determine which is more economical. The first brand costs $6 divided by 12 ounces equals 50 cents per ounce, and the second brand costs $8 divided by 16 ounces equals 50 cents per ounce. Thus, both brands have the same cost per ounce. Using ratio reasoning to solve real-world and mathematical problems. Ratio reasoning involves using the concept of ratios to solve problems. This can be applied to various contexts, including scaling, converting units, and comparing quantities. Scaling. When scaling recipes or models, ratios help maintain the correct proportions. If a recipe for 4 people calls for 2 cups of flour, but you need to serve 6 people, you can set up a proportion, 2 cups, for people equals x cups, 6 people. Solving for x, you get x equals to cups asterisk 6 people, for people equals 3 cups. Converting units. Ratios are also used to convert units. For example, to convert feet to inches. Knowing that 1 foot equals 12 inches, you can set up a ratio, 1 foot, 12 inches. To find how many inches are in 5 feet, use the ratio 5 feet asterisk 12 inches. 1 foot equals 60 inches. Comparing quantities. For instance, if the classrooms have different numbers of students and teachers, you can compare the student-to-teacher ratios to see which classroom might be more manageable. If classroom A has 30 students and 2 teachers, a 15:1 ratio, and classroom B has 25 students and 1 teacher, a 25:1 ratio, classroom A has a more favorable student-to-teacher ratio.